Okay, so it's early February. I thought we'd do a little walk around the small holding, just see what's been going on in the last month or so, what we've been up to. As well as family life and stuff. We've had quite a few birthdays. Ended up doing a sleepover for my daughter's 13th birthday in the scout hut, and they slept in tents, and me and my wife slept in tents as well. And I can tell you there wasn't much sleep going on, as those kids just talked all night. But they loved it, and they had a great time. I have managed to clear out this greenhouse, ready for some planting, which I am going to start very shortly. I'm going to do some peas and beans in root trainers. I mentioned last time about the wheat getting completely destroyed in this half of the garden, but I've put down some wood ash now because I had some out the garden to put down. Unfortunately, it looks like the rabbits have been getting in here as well, and actually I've got some footage here now of some rabbits doing some damage in my garden. I think they're hanging out in the polytunnel, so I need to get them sorted. They've eaten off all my shallots, all my garlic, everything's been mown off, which is a bit frustrating. I know some people say you should cut your garlic back, so maybe maybe it'll do that for me, kind of automatically. I've started to, and only started to, clear out the polytunnel. But down that far end, you can see there's a few places where the rabbits have been digging. So there must be a couple of rabbits in here, I think. In and about. There's a few holes in the plastic, so that's obviously where they're getting in and out of. I have repaired the fence down there, the gate down there. I've repaired the gate up there as well, trying to stop anywhere they're going. I have a bit of a nightmare of rabbits at the moment. Let me show you around by the orchard. Yes, so every gate's had extra wire added to it. I still haven't done the kind of perimeter walk round. I'm fairly sure the wire must be broke somewhere. I'm just not sure where. Down in the orchard, one reason I keep the chickens down here actually, or some of the chickens down here, it makes me come down here every day. I think it's really important to check on certain areas. And I came down the other day, something had been chewing on my apple trees, really had ringed it hard, and I was really disappointed, but it meant I could deal with it straight away. So what I hate doing this as well, is I've put wire around every tree. For now, it's all loose, and hopefully in the summer I can take it off again and leave it somewhere, and then maybe put it back on in the winter should I need to, because when the rabbits have got other stuff to eat, they tend to leave it alone. It's the time of year where when I prune these, I haven't pruned them yet, I'll drop the branches on the ground, they will chew the branches. Could do with getting rid of some of the rabbits, to be honest with you. Still haven't got rid of the boy cockerels in this pen down here. I think they have to be coq au vin or something. They have to be maybe pressure cooked. And down here, where I've kind of mulched between my rows of trees, I'll show you. You see here I've mulched between my rows of trees, and it has killed off the grass really nicely in places, a few places where it hasn't. And the idea is to sow some potatoes down here, maybe some beans, maybe some quinoa. It'd be really nice to have like a big patch of quinoa. But I need to prune these trees, not the plum trees, but the pear trees need pruning. And my soft fruit area here, I need to prune all my blackcurrants and gooseberries. I made this week, a rather weird looking guy for a magazine article. I sculpted him, bit with a chainsaw, bit by hand. It's quite good fun. There'll be a video of that soon, hopefully. I've got some other beehives that I've made from scratch, but I need to paint up with this linseed oil paint. Now the polytunnel's cleared out and we're getting a bit of sunshine. Look at this, lovely. Then I might get them in there because I'm going to use the linseed oil paint. It needs UV light to cure, so not much good when it's the middle of winter. Just takes too long. And I have managed to get some jobs done off my big long list of jobs, and a few extras really. I've been really quite pleased with myself for January. Obviously sell less stuff in January, don't make as much money, but it does mean I can get more stuff done on the small holding, which is really important. So one big job that is now done, and it was hanging over me, was to dismantle this big oak tree that had fallen in my gateway, which meant all last year we couldn't go back and forth through this gateway here, which was an absolute pain. So I dismantled it. I haven't logged it up. I'm going to leave it in long lengths for now, because I'm just not sure what to do with it. We're not short on firewood at all. There's a lot of piles of stuff now. We've got big logs, smaller logs, and then we've got lots of brash. And the idea is I'm going to get the chipper down. I've got a chipper on a little tractor. I'm going to get it down here and chip it. When I was doing it before, I broke the tractor, unfortunately. Not by using the chipper, but the steering broke on it and needed welding up. And then what I did as well, once this was down, I thought, well, this hedge is going to come back lovely. So I've laid this bit of hedge down here. There's lots of gaps. I've ordered lots of trees. They haven't come yet. But I want to plant up about 60 trees in these gaps and get this hedge looking kind of how it should look, really. This half up to that holly tree. If I get time in February, isn't looking likely, I'd like to lay a bit more the other side of it. Just start it. Or starting the job feels better. And then next year I can crack on and finish this whole run of hedge and lay it. I think would be really nice. The idea of this oak tree is hopefully it'll pollard back. There's a few shoots left on there. I'm hoping they'll come back. It's still alive. I mean, it's on a massive slant, but could make an interesting tree, I suppose. Maybe we can harvest the timber. Maybe we can just leave it, do what it wants in my lifetime anyway. It's not going to grow that fast. But yeah, that was the one big job. I also tidied up the branch that had fallen, fixed the fence. So it's kind of like stock proof again, which is nice. And then what I have done as well, I did this back in December, was I started to clear out all the blackthorn that had been kind of encroaching in my kind of forest garden coppice area. And I got the chipper down here. I've got one pile of chip here. So from all the material I took out. So you can show how much it is, because chip just goes to nothing. So there's a lot of blackthorn. It was laid all the way up here. And I just had an afternoon the other day chipping the lot. Also put the beehives on some stone slabs, which is something I meant to do last summer. So they don't rock about now when we're working on them. Keeps the bees a bit happier. Hopefully, should see some bees going in and out. Yeah, I can. See lots of bees going in and out. Made my wooden gate latch as well. I'm quite pleased with that. And now I'm here, we're not going to see any bees. It's just come out of shade by the looks of it. There's a few going in and out. This is another thing I like to come out every day for. Make sure no woodpeckers have been into it. Kind of just make sure they're all right, really. And then this is something I'm really pleased with. I've been meaning to do this for years and years and years. So I've cleared this bit of area down from my willow coppice that was always going to be planted up and never got planted up. And what happened was the brambles encroached, as you would expect. Well, I got a robo-cut down here, cleared it out, and mulched it all down. And now I'm going to plant some basket willow on this patch, which I'm really looking forward to doing. I'm going to do those as pollards, so they're going to be growing to about chest height, and then they can kind of branch. And that'll be basket willow or willow even. It means we can use it for making gates, or use it for stuff in the garden. There's lots of things we can use it for. And it'd just be good to get that growing. And then over in the willow coppice, I've not thinned out my other cuts yet. That's a job that needs to be done this year. There's no rush. And because we've got a bit of deer pressure at the moment, I feel I'm best to leave it. Did the willow the other day. This is the brash from the chip from the willow that I cut. So it's looking really good. Nice use of it rather than burning it. And here is this year's cut of the willow as well, with last year's growth on behind it. So cleared that out, and we've just got one cut left from the original lot, and then we can start the cycle again, although we might leave it a few years. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, so it's been busy. I've been enjoying myself, done lots of stuff with the kids. I quite like having a bit of time to recharge. Doesn't feel like that before Christmas. So it's been nice to concentrate on a few hobbies and stuff. In the evenings, focus on my writing and some other bits and pieces. But it's been good. I'm looking forward to February. I'm enjoying the lights being a little bit lighter. I've been able to do a few more jobs every evening, and I can't wait to get in the garden and get growing again. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.